what are the pros and cons of real estate investment, why I became a small real estate investor, my personal journey. Also at the end of the video, I'm going to give a bonus tip any real estate investor can use. So stay till the end, okay? Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Save Like a Pro with Leah. If you are one of my new subscribers, welcome to the channel, welcome to the family. Hopefully together we will be able to grow together as a money saving community. So please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, share and like it. If you are one of my faithful subscribers, I thank you so much for your continuous support. Finally, I reached 1600 subscribers. Without your continuous support, I won't be able to continue like this. So I thank you so much for your continuous support. Today I'm going to talk about what are the pros and cons of real estate investment. I'm going to give you 5 pros and cons of real estate investment and also my personal journey and why I became a small real estate investor. So without further ado, let's get into the video. One of the pros of real estate investment is tangible, which means I can look, feel, touch. I can look, feel and touch. So versus like a stock investment, it's only on the paper, you won't be able to feel it. Second pros of real estate investment is cash flow. Tenant has to pay the rent. As soon as you start to do the investment, you will have a cash flow. So that's the second tip. The third pros of real estate investment is tax advantages. Real estate has one of the greatest tax laws in the United States. You can show the depreciation, you can show the losses, you can do the 1031 exchange form, and the tax laws are really great when it comes to real estate investment. So you are not gonna, even if you don't have tenant, you can still show your losses, and tax laws are gonna really help you with the depreciation, and everything. Fourth advantage of real estate investment is you are building equity over time. Even you bought a place when the market was really low. For example, you bought a place for $100,000 when the market was really down. Then 5 years later, market went up and you are making $150,000 or $200,000. So you are building equity over time. On top of that, you are getting the rental income as long as the rental people pay you the income. So with the real estate investment, you are accumulating the equity over time. Keep that in mind. I always invest in the properties when the real estate market is really low. I try to jump on the opportunity, and when it goes up, I try to sell it. So that way you can build equity over time and make the profit out of it. Fifth and last pros of real estate investment I'm going to give you is insider trading is allowed. Where if you are doing if you know the insider trading in the stock market, you can end up in jail for that. But real estate insider trading is allowed and encouraged. For example, if you know that Amazon or GE or eBay or even Walmart comes to your neighborhood, and you bought the purchase based on that, it's encouraged. It's gonna economically uplift the community, so more help you with your investment. More people has work, and your area will economically uplifted. As a result, your investment price is gonna go up. Also rental you can increase the rental price based on that area. So insider trading is really allowed. Now let's get into the cons of real estate investment. What are the 5 cons I can give you on the real estate investment? As a small investor for many years, I went through both pros and cons of real estate investment. So without further ado, let's get into the cons of real estate investment. First, cons of real estate investment is you cannot liquidate the real estate investment easily. If you want the money right away, it takes like anywhere from 30 to 90 days to put it on the market, show it to the prospective buyers and sell the place. So if you need the money tomorrow, it's not possible to get it. You need to wait at least 30 to 90 days. So it's not easy to liquidate like stocks or anything like that. The second one is starting need a lot of work. Like you have to find a place, make sure that it's ready to rent out. You have to find a good tenant, interview, credit check, you name it. It needs some work. Also, even if you buy a place, it will take at least 2 weeks to 1 month to rent it out. It takes some time to rent it out, so it needs some startup work. The third cons of real estate investment, your property taxes, insurance, and everything else can go up, but you won't be able to increase the rent according to that. So sometimes it can go up anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depends on the property and your area. You don't have much control over it. Should be ready to pay for all that. So the fourth cons of real estate investment is a terrible tenant. You never be able to underestimate the tenants. Even if you do a good interview, you talk to them for a while before your diligence, like credit check, interview them good and everything. If some people, they can pretend really good, and if you get a bad tenant, it's not you are gonna lose a lot of money, which means tenant doesn't need to pay you the rent. They can cost the expensive, they can wreck your place. You still need to fix it and put it back on the market, and eviction, it's another headache. Or they pay you rent, but they will call you like every day or every other day. It depends on the situation. So if you get the fourth con is really a tenant. If you get a bad tenant, that's the end of the story. You are gonna lose money as well as your peace of mind. Fifth and the last cons of real estate investment is costly unplanned repairs. Like if a water main break or sewerage backup, dig into the floor and get into it, it can cost a lot of money. Especially the water main and pipe like that, it can cost tens and thousands of dollars. So when you before you do the investment, prepare for all this. It's not only green at the other side. It has both pros and cons. Even if it has both pros and cons, I still prefer the real estate investment. I have been a small investor for almost 18 years, dating back to 2001. When I was 21 years old, I bought my first home because I was paying too much money in the rentals and everything associated with that. I cannot, show that in my taxes. So as soon as I get my full-time job, I bought my first home. I bought my first home in Chicago, city of Chicago. At that time I was single, and my father and my brother was living with us. It's only 3 of us. We bought an old bungalow home in Chicagoland area. It has a 5-bedroom and 2 bathroom, and the basement was fully finished. And I didn't start to make much money at that time, and the basement was fully finished. I was kind of thinking that maybe I would rent it out. Maybe a couple of weeks after I bought the home, I went to my local bank. I know the bank manager. I know her for some time. She owned an apartment complex, and somebody asked her that they have a place to rent it out. Since her place is occupied, she asked me, Leah, I heard you bought a new place. Do you have any place to rent it out? So I asked her name is Selena. I told her that, Selena, my basement is available, is fully finished. If the tenant is, if they are interested, tell them to come and see it, and we'll go from there. So the rental people came, and it was husband and wife, then also a teenage daughter. They liked my place, and they moved in with us. We have a separate entrance from the basement, so they were able to go in and out without bothering us. So it worked out good. We rented to them for 5 years. Then after I got married and everything, I let them go. That was my first experience. They were really absolutely wonderful people. I never got any problem. So since I got a passive income like that, then after I stayed there for several more years. Then I moved to my current home now. Then once I moved from there, I rented the whole home. That's the first experience I got with the rental property at the age of 21. Ever since that, on and off, I own couple of properties in the Naperville area. Both good and bad experience. But overall, I would choose real estate over stock market or other investment, and I don't let any property managers or anyone deal with the thing, because I had to split the profit with them. I rather take care of everything myself. This is my bonus tip I can give you. Before you do any investment, do your homework. Make sure that you do your real estate investment in a good school district. Location is very important. I cannot stress the importance of location. If you are not sure about the location, what you can do is during the evening hours, after 8-9 o'clock at night, just go to the area and see. Just have a car ride and see people are hanging out, or try to monitor the area. Then if you are comfortable, then do the investment in that area. Also you can check with the neighbors and everything. Don't rely on that only. You do your own diligence. Make sure that the neighborhood is safe. You can walk into the place any time of the night, and it's safe for you. If you are not sure of the area, how can you send your rental people out there? And if you cannot get to the area, how can you collect the rent? So location is very important. As long as your investment property located in a good school district, nice neighborhood, you will not lose any money. This is the bonus tip I can give you. I would like to hear from you guys. You guys are interested in the real estate rentals, and how you guys do it. Please let me know, comment below, and that way your experience can so we all can learn as a community. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share and like it. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.